Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be, did you have peace of mind in the relationship? Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So what is peace of mind? Peace of mind is when you can just trust that something is going the way it's supposed to go. Example, you have a credit card bill and it's due tomorrow, and you pay the bill today. Well, now you have peace of mind for the next 30 days because you know the bill has been paid. Subsequently, if you were to not pay the bill today, and then tomorrow you were to pay it, let's say the day after tomorrow, well, you have a late fee and interest will be piling up. Now, applying that theory and or mentality with the narcissistic relationship, did you have peace of mind when you were in the narcissistic relationship? I can assure you, you didn't. From the minute you met them until perhaps even right now, you didn't have peace of mind, unless you've healed, of course, because the narcissist, what they were doing when you first met them, they were sizing you up and trying to figure out what made you tick and who you were and what they could get from you. Keep this in mind. Many times the narcissist will wear a mask to try to manipulate you, to try and get close to you, to try and glom onto you, to try to have you believe in them and what they are doing is the path. Nothing could be further from the truth as far as the path goes. The path is what you make it. In other words, you now know, my hope is you're getting the wisdom on my channel and figuring out that you need to create your own path. Living another individual's path is not the way. But getting back on track, did you have peace of mind in the relationship? I can tell you right now, you didn't. And you may have done anything and everything under the sun and the moon to have peace of mind, to try to appease the narcissist, to try to work for the relationship. And I am certain you did that. You probably did it to a fault, which means you were probably giving all of your resources, your time, energy, effort, your money, your love, empathy, all the beautiful characteristics that you offer. You were giving those to an individual who was consuming them, and they have an endless, insatiable bucket to fill. Remember, the more you gave, the more they wanted. The less you gave, the less they cared. The more you gave, the less they cared. You can't win in these narcissistic relationships. The only way to win, ultimately, is to remove yourself from the relationship in any capacity, go no contact, block them, delete all flying monkeys and people associated with them, but that's for a different video. The point is peace of mind. Let's think about this. Let's put narcissism aside for a minute. Think of that one family member or that one friend or that one acquaintance. Whenever you see them, you know what you're going to get from them. You're going to get someone who's going to listen to you. You're going to get someone who's going to be accountable. You're going to get someone who is going to be on time. You're going to get someone who is going to give you their full effort and their full energy. In other words, they will be, let's say you guys grab a cup of coffee, this kind, loving individual you're thinking of. Well, when you're having the coffee, they're not on their smartphone checking out things. They're not looking at memes or the price of something on Amazon. They're with you. They're present. They're living in the moment. They're experiencing this thing called life, and they want to be with you for that period of time. That is beautiful. That is the antithesis of a narcissistic relationship. Specifically grabbing a coffee. Go back to the days when perhaps you ever did grab a coffee with the narcissist. What would happen? That's right. First of all, they would be late. Second of all, they wouldn't even want coffee. Third of all, they'd be on one of their 3 smartphones. Fourth of all, they would be complaining to the waitstaff or looking around the coffee shop to see who they do know or don't know or who they could extract from. They would be not listening to you or talking to you. They would have to leave early because they have an excuse, because they don't want to be sitting around. And then you would be after they left, you would be stuck with the bill. Think about it. That's a narcissistic relationship in a nutshell, i.e. coffee. Point being there is you never got to experience a quality time or peace of mind with the narcissist. And let's fast forward back in the relationship. Again, say it's the weekend. Say it's a Saturday or Sunday and you want to sleep in a little bit late. You don't want to get up at 5:50 and start doing jumping jacks and cleaning the sink and toilets and everything. You want to maybe sleep in until 8 o'clock. All right, beautiful. What happens? Well, you try to, but there's a lot of noise and commotion in the house, isn't there? That's right, because the narcissist knew that you wanted to sleep in. So what's their mission? To disrupt your sleep so you become awake inadvertently or on purpose. This is exactly how the narcissist disrupts your energy, and they don't give you peace of mind. Let's take dinner as an example. Let's say you're supposed to meet the narcissist for dinner someplace. Okay, well, it's Friday night at 5 o'clock. You have the dinner reservations for 7. You're going to get prepared and ready. You did everything perfect. Gas is in the car or electricity's in the car. The reservations are there. You've mapped out the route, everything. You get there at 6:45, you're 15 minutes early. Because why? Because you are punctual and you appreciate other people's time. What happens with the narcissist? Well, maybe now it's 7:15, they're fashionably late, but then they don't even bother to text you. So you text them and you're saying, hey, what's going on? You're a little bit late. Is everything good? And perhaps they answer you and say, yeah, on route. Yeah, on way, whatever. And you're like, what? Well, how about some more details? Well, they're not going to give you that because they're fishing. They want to keep you in suspense. They want to keep you wondering if in fact they are coming or when they will arrive. Then what happens? Perhaps they get there at 7:30 and your entree is freezing cold and you are twiddling your thumbs. Your phone battery is dying because you've been checking on the narcissist's whereabouts and update, and now that whole experience has been ruined. But they show up and they have ear-to-ear grin on their face, not a smile, a grin, a smirk, if you will, and they're saying to themselves, yep, I made this one just wait more and more and more, and now this evening is destroyed for the individual, which was you, but now it has been made for me because I'm watching this individual squirm across the table. So they sit down, they talk, maybe with you, maybe with the wait staff, who knows, but their eyes are glaring all over the room to see what other individuals could catch their eye. And then when they do that, what do? Of course, they drag out the dinner and they just make you wait, and they talk about themselves. They talk about nothing about you. There's no substance to their conversations. Then when it's time to pay that bill, maybe they offer to pay it, but oops, they forgot their money. So you're stuck with the bill again. And this becomes a pattern over and over and over again. And as the pattern develops more and more, what is happening? Your resources are becoming depleted because let's say next time for that same Friday night dinner at 7, let's say you go there at 6:55. Well, the narcissist was sitting at the table since 6:54. And guess what? Now they're gonna blow up on you because you're late and they had to wait for you. See how this plays out? It's all about the narcissist. It's about what they want, when they want, with whom they want. And on top of that, you don't get any peace of mind in these relationships because if you do A, B, and C, they wanted you to do X, Y, and Z. If you do X, Y, and Z, they wanted you to do A, B, and C. Think about another one. Think about with the narcissist and the smartphone. Many times you would be sitting next to them and they would be on their smartphone and they would be on different apps or different websites that you had no idea what they were. Of course, I get it. But the point is, you'd be saying, every once in a while you'd look over and you'd see a strange name and they were actually in communication with this person, let's say using a texting, and you're like, who's that? I don't know who that person is. And like, oh, just an old high school friend, just an acquaintance, just somebody I met, no big thing. And then you're like, I don't get it, what's going on? Well, perhaps think about what I'm going to share with you. Perhaps A, that person is your replacement. B, they a potential replacement. C, that really could be an old high school friend that the narcissist is still a little too close with, if you get my point. Another thing is, think about this angle. Perhaps the narcissist tilted their phone so you could see that person's name. In other words, they would triangulate you without even doing anything. They didn't have to say a word. All they had to do was tilt the phone so you could read it. And then you're like, what's going on here? And boom, your evening is ruined again. And now a seed of doubt or a seed of uncertainty has been planted in your mind. And the narcissist got supply from that. But again, is there peace of mind even when you're sitting next to the narcissist? Of course there's not. No such thing. It's the same thing when you're trying to have an intelligent conversation with the narcissist. Well, first of all, that won't happen because you will experience blame shifting, rage fits, inaccountability, gaslighting, stonewalling, all of these things. But the point is, when you are finally getting close to deduce who they were and or are, and you're getting close to figuring out that something's wrong, but you can't quite figure it out, and perhaps you put a boundary up, what happens then? Well, a couple things. One, either A, they will change the topic and maybe give you a little shower of adoration, maybe just a little bit of happiness for an hour, maybe an evening, to get you off the scent, off the trail that they are a narcissist. Or B, what they will do is they will blow up on you and be like a petulant child, and then you won't get any of the answers you're looking for. Because why? Because you never did get the answers you were looking for from the narcissist. Keep this in mind. The narcissist wants to keep people in the dark. They don't want to be authentic or genuine. Why? Because they can't be. This is exactly why they wear a mask. They go from person to person, business to business, relationship to relationship, and they blow up everything in a wake of destruction. And they leave many people's lives disrupted for a long period of time. And there are many casualties post-narcissistic relationship. And one of them is peace of mind. Think about what I'm sharing with you. Let's say the relationship ended a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. Well, there are times when you'll still be going back in time and asking yourself, was that real? Did that relationship actually happen? Yes and yes. Did I experience what I thought I did? Yes, you did. Did you ever think you would experience a toxic relationship like that? No chance. Are you a wiser individual now? Absolutely. Do you have boundaries? My hope is you do. You are becoming educated and awakened, empowered and aware. And you're understanding that you are the priority. You come first, second, and third. But now what do you have post-narcissistic relationship after you've healed? That's right. You have peace of mind. You can now do what you want, when you want, with whom you want. You can now sleep in on a weekend until 8 o'clock in the morning and not worry about doors being slammed or a problem with the water in the house or anything like that. You can now do what you want to. And now, because you're getting the wisdom on my channel, you now have a smaller social circle. I can assure you of that. And you've figured out who you can fit into your life and who you won't. Because now people have to jump through hoops to get to you, not in a bad way, in a good way, because you're no longer a people pleaser. You can say no, which is the strongest word in the English language. And when you say no to something or someone, you are saying yes to yourself. Play that again. The peace of mind that comes to you post-narcissistic relationship, it's unlike anything you've ever experienced before. And I'll tell you why. And it's beginning to rain here. The reason why is because before you met the narcissist, you took peace of mind for granted, like you took many things for granted. Then you fell into the relationship with the narcissist, and what happened? Well, you figured out rather quickly that you were in over your head and you were in a toxic relationship, and your resources were becoming depleted to the detriment of you and to the benefit of this individual who turned out to be a narcissist. Then the relationship ended. However it ended, it ended. For this video, I'm not going to get into that. But then when you healed or you figured out you're well on the healing path, you have serenity, you have calmness, you have peace, you have abundance, you have peace of mind. This is beautiful. Prime example, right now, it began to rain here where I am. And you can see on my shirt, I'm getting droplets of rain. Am I running for the hills? Am I squirming? Am I screaming? Am I complaining? No, 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 no. I'm enjoying Mother Nature. This is what life is meant to be. It's meant to be experienced, relished, cherished, honored, adored. This is called peace of mind. When you are in the flow state and you can just be, and I'm talking this is after you've healed, it is magic. It is where the doors open up for you. It is where the abundance waits for you. It is where new opportunities will appear right in front of you. It is where the magic happens. Yes, it does. This is post-narcissistic relationship. Again, after you've healed and after you've put a mountain of work into yourself and you understand the terms, the glossary, the definitions on the narcissistic abusive cycle. Perhaps you had to heal childhood wounds, see a therapist who unfortunately had to experience the narcissistic relationship, journal, meditate, just slow everything down, minimize your social circle, your network of friends, perhaps even lose family members, immediate family members or extended family members or friends. Maybe you had to relocate, start a new job, a new career. All of these things you've had to do and or you are doing, and this is called peace of mind. Think about it. Think about where you were a year ago. Think about where you were 2 years ago. Think about where you were 3 years ago, and on and on. When you were in the relationship, you had anything but peace of mind. You had disruption, chaos, confusion, having to go to the store multiple times to buy the right peanut butter because every time you brought the one jar of peanut butter home, it wasn't the right one. Boom, boom, boom. There goes an hour and a half out of your life, gone. Now you can go pick out the right peanut butter for yourself. You can do whatever you want to do. You can sleep in. You can stay up late. You can take a class, teach a class, read a book, write a book, create a business, start a website, fall in love again, make new friends. You can travel the world. You can do whatever you want to. And this is beautiful. It's called peace of mind. Many people post-narcissistic relationship, they really do reach the pinnacle of indifference, the mountaintop of indifference after they have healed. Now remember, the healing path is not linear. You can't just take a magic pill or wave a magic wand and boom, you're healed. It doesn't work that way. Healing is a marathon. It is not a sprint. No matter who, if ever, anybody tells you that you will be healed in a certain amount of time, that is incorrect. It doesn't work that way. You cannot do anything other than heal yourself with tools, with wisdom, with experience and encouragement. But when you're ready, you will heal. That's how it works. You cannot rush this. This is not like you broke a bone and it gets reset in your arm and 6 weeks later, you're back to normal. No, this is the healing path. It's from one of the most toxic, trying, debilitating experiences on this planet called Earth, which is a narcissistic relationship. And to heal from this, you're gonna have to learn, you're gonna have to educate yourself, you're gonna have to process things, perhaps experience the dark night of the soul, which is one of the most challenging experiences on this planet. The whole point of this video is to let you know peace of mind is priceless. What is important to you is your health, your social circle, your status, peace of mind, abundance, opportunity. What is important to the narcissist? Disruption, chaos, lies, manipulation, cheating, stealing, doing anything they possibly can on the low vibrational state where they exist. Remember one more thing before I close the video. The narcissist did not want you to survive. They did not want you to ever figure them out, and they certainly did not want you to get this far in the video and this far in life. I can assure you that. You're doing it. You're becoming a stronger individual each and every day. You are becoming a galvanized individual. You are perhaps entering and or have entered the third version of you, which is the best version of you yet, the galvanized version where you understand your worth and you understand how beautiful and abundant you are. The narcissist, what are they doing? They're not working on themselves. They don't believe there's anything to work on. All they do is take the super glue off the mask and glom on a new mask for another unsuspecting individual, which at one point was you, and it was me. Now we have the wisdom. Now we are using our wisdom, and we are protecting ourselves and those loved and trusted ones around us. Guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas, the rainy Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware and understand that you are the priority. You come first, second, and third. And take a deep breath. Give yourself a virtual hug. I'm sending you a huge virtual hug right now. Peace of mind is priceless. When you can slow down and appreciate life, as I am enjoying this beautiful little sun shower, maybe a little bit more, in the Carolina woods, it's life. So what? I get a little bit wet. What's the big deal? I'm still here on the planet, and I'm educating, and I'm helping, and I'm learning, and I'm growing, and I'm teaching. So guys, remember, no matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. God bless you. You are not alone. I love you all. God bless you, and I'll talk to you maybe later today, or maybe tomorrow, or definitely tomorrow. Bye, you guys.